Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We'll continue doing problems for 7.3. We did that was the last one. Now we continue. The volume of the solid obtained by rotating the region enclosed by this y equal 3 sine x and y equal 0 from x equal 0 to x equal pi. Okay. That's 3. This is the sine x. Go up like this. This is 0 and pi. And about what? The y-axis. About the y-axis. Okay. So I'll make my line parallel to the axis of revolution. So I have h of x, the height of this line, which is 3 sine x, the function, minus 0, which is 3 sine x. P of x, I'm using the notation of the book, it is x, the distance from this x to the axis of revolution will be x. So I have, and from where? From 0 to pi. So the volume will be 2 pi integral from 0 to pi 3x sine x dx. Which is 2 pi or 6 pi integral of x sine x dx. Yeah, to do that, you need the integration by parts, which is in 8.0. But let me give you the result. That will be, which is easy to check, minus x cosine x plus sine x. You can check it from 0 to pi. Yeah, if you differentiate this, you get what? Let me differentiate it here. Minus cosine x minus x times minus sine x plus cosine x. The rest is cancelled, you get x sine x. That's the correct one. Now, how to do it? You need integration by parts, which is, it will be the next chapter. It's okay. But this question cannot come before chapter 8. Okay, so that will be 6 pi. Substitute. I have minus pi, cosine pi minus 1, sine pi 0, minus 0, 0, خلاص, minus 0. Cosine 0 is 1, but times 0 is 0, sine 0 is 0. So that give me pi, that will be 6 pi square, which is this one. If the region closed by this is rotated about the line x equal minus 1. Okay. That y equal x square about the line x equal minus 1, which is somewhere here. This is my axis of rotation. Then I need the volume. So this will be my line parallel to the axis of revolution. So I have h of x will be what? X minus x squared. And p of x will be what? If this is x, this distance, which is x minus minus 1, which is x plus 1. And from where to where? Very clear, from 0 to 1. So the volume will be 2 pi integral from 0 to 1 x minus x squared times x plus 1 dx. Do the calculation. That will be what? Minus x cubed minus x squared plus x squared. That will be 0 plus x dx. That give me 2 pi minus x to the power 4 over 4 plus x squared over 2 from 0 to 1. That give me 2 pi minus 1 over 4 plus half minus 0. That 1 over 4 times 2. I have pi over 2. The volume of the solid obtained by rotating the region enclosed by this. So you write x is y square plus y. I do completing the square. I want to write this function. Plus 1 over 4. I add half the coefficient of y squared. So I have plus 3 minus 1 over 4. That gives me what? Y plus half square plus 11 over 4. So this is the vertex. I need to find the vertex so that I can easily graph the function. The parabola will be open to the right. And yeah, so this is my function. It's minus half and 11 pi over 4. Y is 11 pi over 4. Okay. And x equal 5. And about the line, y equal 2. Y is minus half. Y is minus half. And x 11 pi over 4. X is 11 pi over 4, so it will be here. So this is the point 11 over 4 and minus half. Okay, so y is minus pi over 2, and this is 11 over 4. Assume this is 11 over 4. And they have x equal 5. X equal 5 will be here. 5, which is 15 over 4. But for sure is more than 11 over 4. And they want this about the line y equal 2, which is this. So this is my axis of revolution. So I have everything in terms of y. Okay. So now this will be my line. I want it to be parallel. So the height of that line in terms of y will be 5 minus y squared minus y minus 3. 5 minus the function. And that is what? 2 minus y squared. Okay, what about p of y? The length? If this is y, what's the distance between this to this? That will be 2 minus y. And from where to where? Y values, huh? I'm talking about the y values. So I want to check the intersection between the two functions. So y squared plus y plus 3 equals 5. So I have what? Y squared plus y minus 2. Okay? Yeah, equals 0. So I have y minus 2, y plus 2 times y minus 1 equals 0. So I have y equal minus 2 or y is equal to 1. So this will be minus 2 and this will be 1. Oh, sorry. This is minus 2 and that is 1. Positive, negative, okay. That is 1. Okay. So the volume will be the integral from minus 2 to 1 of 2 pi times this one. I can simplify times 2 minus y times 2 minus y squared dy. I want to simplify this. Yeah, I can take minus common factor and minus common factor from here. So that gives me 2 pi y minus 2 y squared plus y minus 2 dy. Now I can factor this one, which is y plus 2 times y minus 1 dy. So this will be my answer. Okay. The volume obtained by rotating the region bounded by this. Fourth root of 4. Which I think it will do something like this. And y equal x. About the They intersect at x equal 1. So about this line. This will be my axis of revolution. Okay. Let me do the line. I want the line to be parallel to this. That will be my line. So h of, no. So h of x, it will be in terms of x because this is my line. It will be what? What is the height? The height will be 4th root of x minus x. The upper minus the lower. And p of x will be what? If this is x, I want this distance, which is 1 minus x. Okay, and from where to where? From 0 to 1. Very clear, from 0 to 1. So the volume will be 2 pi from 0 to 1. The product of this times 1 minus x dx. Now let me do the product. I can change it into powers at the same time. X times minus x, that will be x squared. This times this, that give me minus x to the power 1 over 4 plus 4 over 4, 5 over 4. And this times this, give me plus x to the power 1 over 4 minus x dx. Now let me do the calculation. X cubed over 3. I add 1. That will be 9 over 4. That is 4 over 9. X to the power 9 over 4. This is 4 over 5. X to the power 5 over 4 minus x squared over 2. And that's from where to where? From 0 to 1. That'll give me 2 pi 1 over 3 minus 4 over 9 plus 4 over 5 minus half. Okay. Which is what? I will put the common denominator 90. 90 over 3, that is 30. 90 over 9, 9, 10. 9 times 9 over 9, 10 times 4, 40. 9 over 5, it will be what? 18. 18 times 4. That give me what? 23, 72. And 90 over 245 minus 45. Okay, that give me what? 2 pi of what? Yeah, this is minus 10 minus 55 plus 72. That will be 17 pi over 90. So that give me 17 pi over 45. Okay, that will be my answer. The answer is by setting the region bounded by this. Y equal 4 over x. That is y equal 0, the x-axis, and x equal 2, x equal 5. This is my region. About what? About the y-axis. My line parallel to this will be like this. So it will be h of x. It will be the line minus 0 over x, b of x. B of x will be x. Nice. That the volume give me is what? 2 pi, and that will be from 2 to 5. Okay. Yeah. 4 over x times x, that will be 4. Nice. 2 pi times 4x from 2 to 5. That will be 2 pi. 20 minus 8. That will be 12 times 2 pi. That will be 24 pi. Which is this one? The ones obtained by rotating this. Y equal x. Y equal x squared. About the line, x equals 3. This is 1. X equals 3 somewhere would come here. This is my axis of rotation. Okay. So it will be the height. The height will be x minus x squared. This is my line. And the distance, if this is x, will be the distance. That will be b of x, 3 minus x. And from where to where? From 0 to 1. Very clear, from 0 to 1. So the volume will be 2 pi from 0 to 1, the product of these two functions. Dx. That gives me 2 pi from 0 to 1, x cubed, or minus x cubed, that will be x cubed, minus 3x squared, minus x squared, minus 4x squared, plus 3x dx, which is this one. Easy. Okay. The volume of the solid obtained by rotating the region bounded by the curves y equal 1 over x cubed. Yeah, I think it will do something similar to 1 over x. And y equals 0, the x-axis, x equal 1, x equal 2. Yeah, I think we did something similar. So let me do it quickly. And that will be my line. The axis of evolution is what? The y-axis. Okay. So this is my axis of evolution. H of x will be the function, x to the power minus 3. And p of x will be x. So the volume will be 2 pi from 1 to 2. This times this, x is minus 2 dx. That gives me 2 pi times x to the power minus 1 minus 1 over x from 1 to 2. That gives me 2 pi minus half minus 1. That will be half. Half times 2 pi. That will be pi. This is 1 minus half. Huh? It's very clear. 1 minus half. Okay. The volume of the solid. Oh, by removing the region bounded by this curve. Okay. So I need to be careful here. This is y equal x cubed. Y equal 8. This is 8. X equals 0, the y-axis. I'm talking about this region. About what? About the line y equal minus 2. This is my axis. Okay, so I do my line. This will be my, I want it to be parallel to the axis of revolution. That will be my line. Okay, so I need the height of y. The height of y will be what? Oh, I need things in terms of y, not in terms of x. So this is x equal y to the power 1 over 3, which is cubic root of y. So h of y will be cubic root of y minus 0. And p of y, if this is y, I want this distance, which is y minus 2. In other words, y plus 2. From where to where? The y values. It will be from 0 to 8. From 0 to 8. So the volume will be 2 pi, 0 to 8, 2 plus pi y, cubic root of y, dy. What is this one? Okay. Let me do more. The volume is obtained by rotating the region closed by the curves. And this. Yeah, the curve. How to graph this curve? Either I make it parabola, then it will be, can be easily seen. Huh? Yeah, this one, I can rewrite it. X equal minus 5y squared plus 5y. I take minus 5 common factor. So I have y squared plus y plus half the coefficient of this is square, 1 over 4. Multiply minus 5 over 4, I add 5 over 4. That will be minus 5, y plus half squared plus 5 over 4. Nice. So the vertex will be 5 over 4 and minus half. Minus half is the y values. And it opens to the right. Okay. So this is my parabola. I have 5 over 4 and minus half. Yeah, the y square, let me check. If I take 5 minus, no, that will be minus, sorry. So this will be minus, so that will be plus. Okay, so yeah, that will not make a big difference, but it's okay. And it will do something like this, and this. It will pass by 0, because y equals 0, x will be 0. It passed by the origin, very clear. And I have, this is axis of revolution, y equal minus 1. This is my axis of revolution. Okay, and the region is this, and with x equals 0, which is the y-axis. I'm talking about this region. Okay, so now let me draw the line. The line, I will make it in terms of y. This will be my line, parallel to the axis of revolution. So h of y will be the function minus 0, which is 5y times 1 minus y. Okay, b of y, if this is y, you want this distance, which is y plus 1. No need to write y minus 1, y plus 1. So I have h of y, or the volume, from where to where? This is from where to where? Y values. That will be from 0. This is 1. Huh? This is the value 1. Y equal 1. It will make x equal 0. So the volume will be from 0 to 1. 2 pi times what? 5y. 1 minus y times 1 plus y. dy. 5 times 2 pi, that I can take it out. 10 pi. And this is a half what? This 1 minus y squared times y. So we have y minus y cubed dy. And that will be my answer. Nice. The volume of the solid obtained by rotating the line y equal 2 over x. This is 2 over x. X equals 3, x equals 6, and y equals 0. X equals 3. I did many like this. 3, 6. And it's about the y-axis. This is my axis. Quickly. So what is h of, this will be my line. H of x will be 2 over x. B of x will be x. Okay. And yeah, it will be x, this distance, which is x minus 0. And from 3 to 6. So the volume will be 2 pi from 3 to 6, 2 over x times x dx. X. So that would be 2, which give me 2x from 3 to 6. That will be 2 pi, 12 minus 6, 6 times 2 pi, that will be 12 pi, which is this. Okay. I need to rewrite this. Take minus, common factor, minus y, add plus 1 over 4, add plus 1 over 4. That will be minus 1 over 4. Minus y minus half square plus 1 over 4. So what is the vertex? X 1 over 4, y is half. The x value, the point, talking about 1 over 4 and half. So I have the parabola. This is my parabola. I have 1 over 4, the y value, 1 over 4, and x equal half. Half, 1 over 4. And the parabola is doing something like this. This and this. It passes through the origin. And x equals 0. X equals 0 means the y-axis. I'm talking about this region. Okay. And what is the axis of evolution? Y equal minus. This is my axis of evolution. Y equal minus. So I have h of x, h of y. This will be my line parallel to this axis of revolution. So I have h of y will be what? Will be the function y minus y squared minus 0, which is y minus y squared. B of y will be y plus 1. From where to where? From 0 or from 0. And this is 1. Yeah, very clear. This is y times 1 minus y. Yeah, which is at 0, 0. At 0 and 1. Y equals 0, y equals 1 will intersect the y-axis. Okay, so the volume will be 2 pi from 0 to 1, y values, huh? Y minus y squared times y plus 1 dy. That give me 2y from 0 to 1. Let me do this. Minus y cubed. Okay. Y squared minus y squared gone. Plus y. dy. That give me 2 pi of what? Minus y to the power 4 over 4 plus y squared over 2. That's from 0 to 1. Yeah, we did something similar. That will be minus 1 over 4 plus half. That'll give me 1 over 4 times 2 pi. That will be pi over 2. What is this? Using the method of cylindrical shells, the solid obtained by dot. Okay, let me graph it. This is the parabola. Y equal 1 minus x squared. This is the parabola. Y equal 0, which is the x-axis. I'm talking about this region. About the line, x equal minus 1, which is this line. X equal, this is my axis of revolution. Okay. So something parallel to this, which is this one. Okay. That give me h of x will be the parabola. P of x will be x plus 1. And from where to where? From minus 1 to 1. From minus 1 to 1. So the volume will be 2 pi minus 1 to 1, x plus 1, 1 minus x squared dx. Which is this one? Very clear. Okay. Sine x over x. This one a little bit complicated. Not complicated. The thing is, it has, I think it has two places. Let us see it. See what will happen. Yeah, this is sine x over x, not sine x only. So sine 2 pi will be 0. And I know yani y at pi at 2 pi, that will be 0. So at pi will be 0. Because of that, he said split at pi x equal pi. At pi will be 0. This is pi. Let me extend this a little bit. And 2 pi, it will be 0 also. Okay. Now I'm starting with pi over 2. Pi over 2 will give me what? 2 over pi. A value. Okay, so just a value which is 2 over pi. This is will be at pi over 2. Okay, which is give me 2 over pi. And it will go to 0. So it will do something like this to 0. And between pi and 2 pi, the sign will be negative over the value. So that will give me something like this. Then go back to. So this is the graph. Roughly, this is the graph. And this is the line at x pi over 2. Yeah. So it's very clear that I need to have two regions. And about what? About the y-axis, huh? This is my axis. Okay. So I'm talking about the region bounded by this, y equals 0, and y equals 0. The x-axis is here, and they have the line. This is the line, like the line. So I'm talking about this region and this region. I have two regions. So I have two volumes. So I have this is one, this is the second one. Okay, and they are going from different values. So let me call this region 1 and this region 2. So now for region 1, what is h of x? Will be the function minus 0, sine x over x. And what is b of x? That will be x. X, this, so it's x. So the volume V1, let me call it V1, and that from where to where? From pi over 2 to pi. V1 will be from pi over 2 to pi sin x over x, which is sin x dx. That will make it easier. So I have what? 2 pi integral of sine, which is minus cosine, from pi over 2 to pi. That give me 2 pi. Cosine pi is minus 1, minus that will be 1. So that give me 2 pi. Good. The second one, for R2, what I have? H of x will be what? Will be 0 minus the function. 0 minus the function. So that'll give me minus sine x over x. B of x will be x. I take x here. They want the distance, which is x minus 0, which is x. And that from pi to pi over 2. So I have the integral from pi to 2 pi, okay, of minus sine x over x times x, which is minus sine x dx. That give me what? Cosine x. Oh, don't forget I have 2 pi. Huh? So that give me 2 pi times this, and this is from pi to 2 pi. That give me 2 pi. Cosine pi is 1. Pi is 1 minus 1. That will be plus 1. So I have 4 pi. So it will be the volume V1 plus V2. That give me 6 pi. That will be my answer. Okay. Then divided by this. Graph the function. X equal y square minus 1. That is parabola. Open to the right. And this is the one. I have y equal 0. This is minus 1. So do something like this. This is my parabola. And x equal y plus 1. It means at 0, at x equal 0, at y equal 0, x equal 1, y equal 0, y equal 0, x equal 1, y equal 0, x equal 1. That is 1. And at y equal 1, x equal 2. It will be something like so. The line will be something like this. Yeah. At x equal 0, y will be 1. So it will pass through this. At x equal 0, y equal minus 1 in both, huh? Y equal minus 1, give me x equal 0. Y equal minus 1, give me x equal 0. So this is minus 1. So I want to find the points of intersection. I equate these two functions. I'm getting what? Y square minus y minus 2. 0. That'll give me y minus 2, y plus 1. So I have y equal 2 or y equal minus 1. So this is y equal minus 1. And if y equal minus 1, that will be minus 1 and 0, 0 and minus 1. Y equal 2, x will be 3. That will be 3 and 2. So I need the y values. I care about the y values. So it will be minus 1 and 2. Okay, this is 0. Okay, and now I will do the line. What is the axis revolution? Y is positive. You want y is positive. So I'm talking about this region. Is it about the x-axis? Is it about the x-axis? Look, this is the region we're talking about, huh? And then we say y is greater than or equal to 0. Now we're talking about this region. So I have my line, which is parallel to the axis of revolution. That will be, yeah, I have 0. Here is 0. and x-axis is the axis of revolution. And that will be like this. That will be my line. Okay. So what I will do, h of x, h of y, everything in terms of y, ready? H of y will be what? The line, which is y plus 1 minus the parabola, minus y squared plus 1. So that give me minus y squared plus y plus 2. Okay. Now, p of y, this is y, it will be y. So the volume will be 2 pi from where to where? From 0 to, because I'm talking about this region. So it will be from 0 to 2. From 0 to 2, h of y times y, which is 2y plus y squared minus 2y cubed dy, which is this one. Okay. The region bounded by this graph, let me complete the square. I add 4. So I add minus 4, so I add 4 minus 3. So that gives me minus x minus 2 squared plus 1. So my vertex is 2 and 1. Okay. And opens to the downward. Opens downward. Okay. So this is my vertex. 2 and 1. 2 and 1. This is my vertex. And open downwards. Open downwards. Doing something like this. Okay. And y equals 0. So I have the x-axis. Okay. Is rotated above the line, x equal minus. This is x equal minus. And this is my axis of rotation. Okay. So I want, this is my line. So it is b of x. B of x will be h of x, h of x, will be the function, which is minus x squared plus 4x minus 3. P of x will be distance, this distance, which is x plus 1. Be careful. What are these points? I need to factor this. So this is y equal minus x squared minus 4x plus 3. So that will be minus, I want to make it equal to 0. Find the x-intercept. Minus x minus 3, x minus 1. So I have 1 and 3. This is 1 and 3. So I have the volume will be 2 pi 1 and 3 times this. And this is what? X plus 1 times minus x squared plus 4x minus 3 dx. I can take minus from here. That give me minus 2 pi from 1 to 3 x plus 1 x squared minus 4x plus 3 dx, which I know how I factored it before. That would be minus 2 pi 1 to 3 x plus 1 x minus 3 x minus 1 dx, which is this one. Actually, I can get it from here with the minus since I did it before. Okay. Limited the volume of the solid net volume, the region bounded by this. I think you get the idea, but I'm trying to complete the file. Y equals square root of x. That will be y equals square root of x. X equals 0 and y equal 1. Add y equal 1. Okay. X equals 0, which is the y-axis. So this is my region. Be careful. This is my region. خلاص. What is the axis of revolution? Y equal to. This is my axis of revolution. So I'll do my line this way, parallel to the axis of revolution. So it will be h of y. H of y. Yeah. h of y will be, be careful. I have y equals square root of x. I want to write it in terms of x, in terms of y. Yeah, because everything in terms of y. So I have this x equal y square. So h of y will be y square. P of y, this is y, this is 2, this distance 2 minus y. From where to where? From 0 to 1, the y values. That will be 2 pi from 0 to 1, y square times 2 minus y dy, which is 2 pi from 0 to 1, 2y square minus y cubed dy, which is this one. Nice one. Okay. This one, yeah. I need to complete the square. Take minus x square minus 4x. I add 4. I add minus 4. I add 4 minus x minus 2 square plus 4. So the vertex 2 and 4. And open to the downward. Open downward. Let me grab the function. That will be my function. Yeah. Hit the parabola 2 and 4. And open downward and passes through the origin. This will be the parabola. And they have y equal x. This is y equal x. Okay. And they have the rotation about the y-axis. So that will be my line. So h of x will be the parabola, which is 4x minus 4x minus x squared minus the line, which is minus x. So that will be 3x minus x squared. P of x would be x. And from where to where? From 0. This is what? What is the value? Equate them. I have what? 3x minus x squared equals 0. Take x. I have 3 minus x equals 0. So I have x equals 0 or x equals 3. So this is 3. So I have the volume 2 pi from 0 to 3. This times this, which is 3x squared minus x cubed, which is this one. The one rotating the region. Yeah, this is very clear. Y equal 1 over x, which is this one. And they have x equals 0, and I have y equal 1, y equals 3. So I'm talking about this region. About what? The x-axis. About the x-axis. So I want this parallel, so I take this. So I consider x equal 1 over y. I want the things in terms of y. Okay, so it will be h of y, it will be 1 over y. What is b of y? It will be y. So that give me the volume will be 2 pi from 1 to 3, the values of the y values, times dy. And that give me 2 pi, 3 minus 1, which is 2, times y. Yeah, I found the details. From 1 to 3, that give me 2 pi times 2, which is 4 pi. And that will be my answer. The region bounded by the curves. Yeah, need to be careful. Here, y equals sine, y equal cosine. That will be sine. Actually, I did up to pi over 4, and that will be cosine. This is pi over 4. And revolve out the line x equal pi. This is pi. This is my axis of revolution. So I'm talking about which region? About this region. And on the line like this. So h of x will be cosine x minus sine x. P of x will be, if this is x, pi minus x. That will be P of x. And from where to where? From 0 to pi over 4. So v equal 2 pi by about 4, y minus x, cosine x minus sine x, dx, which is this one. Easy. Okay, y equal e to the power 3x, y equal e cubed. Let me graph it. E to the power 3x, that e to the power 3x, where this point, if x, yeah, 1. This is if x equals 0, y will be 1, huh? Okay. And they have y equal e cubed, huh? This is y equal e cubed. So at this point, as x equal 1. Okay. And they want what? Revolve about what? About the line x equal minus 1. This is x equal minus 1. So I need the things in terms of x. So I have this region, x equals 0. I have the x. So I'm talking about this region. I have this line. This is the line. So I have h of x will be what? E cubed minus e3x. And p of x will be what? X plus 1. And from where to where? From 0 to 1, because this one, the intersection between these two at x equal 1. So v will be 2 pi integral from 0 to 1, x plus 1, e cubed minus e3x dx, which is this one. Easy one. Okay. I have y equal x squared. Y equal x squared. This is y equal x squared. 2 minus x squared. This is 2. This is 2. And the y-axis. And the y-axis. I'm talking about this region only. Very careful. I'm talking about this. Is it talking about the line x equal minus 1? Yeah. X equal minus 1 somewhere here. Yeah, they intersected this. So I'm talking about this line. X equal minus 1. Okay. I'm talking about this region. 0 to 1. Yeah, they agree at 1. Actually, I can check. X squared equal 2 minus x squared. So I have 2x squared equal 2. So x squared equal 1. So x equal plus or minus 1. So this is 1 and minus 1. Where they intersect. Which is my line. Okay. So I need the line, the strip. This is the strip. H of x parallel to that revolution. It will be what? 2 minus x squared minus x squared. And that will be 2 minus 2x squared. Okay. And b of x will be x plus 1. Okay. So the volume will be 2 pi from 0 to 1. This times this. And that I can write it to 1 minus x squared times 1 plus x dx. Yeah. So I have 4 pi from 0 to 1. I take the 2 outside. That will be 1 plus x minus x squared minus x cubed dx, which is this, which is this one. Okay. More. Yeah. Y equal x squared, x equal y squared. Nice. Y equal x squared. This is the parabola. And x equal y squared, which is this. I'm talking about this. And they want to revolve it. This is 1, huh? About this line, x equal 2. This is my axis of motion. Okay. So I have everything in terms of x, huh? Everything in terms of x. Okay. So I have this line. So I want this parabola in terms of x. So y equal square root of x, because I have the positive side. So h of x will be the upper one, which is this one, square root of x minus x squared. P of x, this is 1. Huh? We said this is 1, 2. Huh? So it will be 2 minus x. And from 0 to 1, from 0 to 1, very clear, from 0 to 1. V will be equal to 2 pi from 0 to 1, 2 minus x, square root of x minus x squared dx. That would be the answer. Yeah, I have this one, y equal x, and x equals square root of y. Y equal x equals square root of y, which is the parabola, which is what, like y equal x squared, the positive side. This is the positive side of this, and I have y equal x. This is the region above the line y equal x equal 1, which is this one, where they agree. Okay, this is y equal x squared, but I want the positive side. So, and this is my axis of evolution. Okay. So I have, this is the line, h of x will be x minus x squared. It will be x minus x squared. B of x will be 1 minus x. From where to where? From 0 to 1. So v would be 2 pi integral from 0 to 1, 1 minus x minus x squared dx. That's it. This one, x equal minus y squared, which is this parabola, opens to the left. And they have this line, which I wrote in terms of y. They have x equal y minus 2. Y minus 2. So at 2, I have x equal minus y squared here. X equal minus y squared. So at y equal 2, it will be 0. Okay. Y equal 2. And if x equals 0, if y equals 0, that will be minus 2. Something like this. So that will be my line. Okay. And I want it to be above the line y equal 1. Somewhere y equal 1. Who cares? This would be axis of evolution. Okay. Y equal 1 where? Be careful. Equate them. I have minus y squared equal y minus 2. So I have y squared plus y minus 2 equals 0. I have y plus 2 times y minus 1 equals 0. Y equal minus 2 or y equal 1. So this is minus 2. Sorry, this is minus 2. And this is 1. And this is the line y equal 1. So this is my axis of evolution. So it's not this one. This is my axis of evolution, and this is the x-axis. And this is the y-axis. Yeah. I'm talking about which region? I'm talking about this region. This region. Okay. So now we'll do the line. The line will be perpendicular to the axis of evolution, so it will be something like this, here or there. It will be the same here or there. It will be the same. Okay. And from where to where? From minus 2 to 1. And have h of y will be what? The parabola minus the line. So it will be minus y squared minus y plus 2. B of y, the evolution y equal 1. It will be 1 minus y. Okay. So the volume will be 2 pi from minus 2 to 1, the y values, minus 2, and this is 1. Okay. This times this. Yeah. Let me do the calculation. That will be 2 pi minus 2 to 1, half minus y. This is giving me the y cubed. The y squared will come from where? Minus y squared times 1 plus y squared. Gone. This I have minus 2y minus y minus 3y plus 2 dy. What is this one? Okay. I have more to go, but I need to stop. Okay. Let me do this one, then I will stop since I open it. Then I will stop. I was thinking to finish it. This seems it's okay. I'll do this one and the next one, since it's the same problem about different axes. Okay. Now integral y equal e is to x, y equal e square, which is that x equal 1, the ingredient x equal 1. And about the line, x equal minus 2. X equal minus 2 about this line. This is my axis of evolution. This is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. And this is e square, which is x equal. Okay. That about the line, so I have this line. And x equals 0, I have the y-axis. So I'm talking about this region only, huh? So I need the line, this is the line. So h of x will be what? E squared minus e to x. B of x will be x plus 2. You want me just to set up the integral, huh? Don't evaluate. So I have what? The volume from where to where? From 0 to 1, huh? From 0 to 1. That will be 2 by 0 to 1 x plus 2 times e squared minus e to x dx. Okay. Now he wants me to do the same problem, but about what? The x-axis. So let me do the graph. This will be the graph. This one, and I have it y equal e squared, which is x equal 1. This is the function. This is 0. This is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. But you want now the axis of evolution is the x-axis. This is my axis of evolution. So you want the line parallel to this. So it will be not like this, it will be like this. It means I need to write this in terms of y. I have y equal e to x. Take ln, I have ln y equal to x. So I have x equal half ln y. I have x equal half ln y. Okay. And I have h of y will be what? The line, the function, I mean, ln y. And p of y will be y. So I have v equal 2 by from where to where? Now the y values. The y values from where to where? This is 1. So it's from 1 to e square y times half ln y dy. Okay. Yeah, I think I need to stop here or let me continue. Yeah, I cannot finish. Let me do the next one. So now I need to do this. Let me graph it, sine, cosine. I have sine, this is sine, and this is cosine. I want it from where to where? This is by, let's go back. So this is 5 pi over 4. And this is pi over 4. So I want this region, talk about this region. Okay. And I want the rotation about the line x equal minus 1. This is the line x equal minus 1. This is my axis of revolution. Yeah. He said, just formulate, huh? Don't evaluate. Okay. So I have the line. This is my line. So h of y will be sine minus cosine. P of y, the length of this, which is x plus 1. I'm talking about this distance, which is x minus 1, which is x plus 1. So the volume from where to where? From pi over 4. That will be 2 pi from pi over 4 to 5 pi over 4. X plus 1 to sine x minus cosine x dx. Okay. Yeah. I think I should stop. And I have a few problems to go. Let me try to do them quickly. I need to finish. Yeah, this one. Yeah, also use the same color. Okay. Yeah, this one, if you think about it, at y equals sine 0, it will be 0, and sine pi, it will be 0. So it's doing something like this. It's like the sine, but in the other way. Okay. And they have x equals 0, which is the y-axis. I'm talking about this region, where y is between 0 and pi. 0 and pi. So I'm talking about this region. About what the line y equal 4. This is y equal 4. This is my line. This is my axis. Okay, I want to set up the integral. Let me use the other color then. So about the line y equal 4, I have this line. So what is h of y? The square root. What is b of y? It will be y. It will be 4 minus y, sorry. Yeah, this is y. I'm talking about this distance, which is 4 minus y. So it will be the volume 2 pi. That's from where to where? From 0 to pi, the y values. 4 minus y, square root sine y, dy, which is this. You said set of y equal x cube. I think we did something similar, but about now x. Yeah, let me do it. Y equal x cubed. Y equal 8. About the line x equal 3. This is 2. This line is my actual motion. Okay. I'm talking about this region. Take this. So we have h of x. We want 8 minus x cubed. B of x. B of x will be what? 3 minus x. And from where to where? From 0, this is 2. I know at x equal 2, I have y equal 8. So this is the intersection. If you make x cube equal 8, I'm sure x and get x equal 2. Okay. So I have v equal 2 by 0 to 2. This times this. Yeah. X. Do the calculation. That gives me what? X to the power 4 from 0 to 2. X to the power 4 minus 3x cubed. Yeah. Minus 8x plus 24 dx. That gives me 2 by x to the power 5 over 5 minus 3x to the power 4 over 4 minus 4x squared plus 24x from 0 to 2. Do the calculations, you will get this 264 pi over 5. You can check it easily. Calculations, matter of calculation. I don't want to waste time in that. Okay, I have what? Y equal tan x. This is tan x. And I have this is pi over 2 minus pi over 2. And they want it y equal 0 and x equal pi over 4. This is x equal pi over 4 and y equals 0. So I'm talking about this region. Y equals 0, which is the x-axis. I'm talking about this region. And about what? About the y-axis. About the y-axis. Oops. So I have this is my line. So it will be h of x. It will be tan x. What is b of x? That will be x. From where to where? From 0 to pi over 4. So v equal 2 pi from 0 to pi over 4. X tan x dx. That will be the answer. The one is obtained by this and this. Okay. What will be the graph? I have what? This is 4 and 1 and opens to the left. I have x equal 4 and y 1 and it opens to the left, something like this. Okay, this is the line. A line at y equals 0, it's 3. This is 3. And x equals, which is agree, huh? y equals 0, that gives me 3. So they agree. I can check when they agree. I have y equals 3 minus x. So 3 minus x, I have 3. I have x equals 3 minus y. So I have 3 minus y equal 4 minus, minus y squared plus 2y minus 1. Okay. That give me what? I want to equate x3 minus y equal 4 minus y squared. This is y squared minus 2y plus 1. So plus 2y minus 1. So that gives me 3 minus y equal what? 0. At 0, they agree. Okay. Yeah, so this is not correct. Okay, we'll see. We'll see it now. Yeah, 3 minus y squared plus 2y. So I have 3 cancelled. I have y squared minus 3y equals 0. So I have y equals 0 or y equals 3. So they agree in this. So they agree in this. Here they agree. 3 and this point. X equals 0. Can x equal 0? Can y equal 0? That would be 3. So they agree in these points. Okay. That's the graph. So I'm talking about this region. About what? The x-axis. About the x-axis. Okay. So that will be my line. So h of y will be the parabola, which is 4, which is 3 minus y squared plus 2y minus 3 plus y. In other words, it will be 3y minus y squared. 3y minus y squared. Yeah. And b of y will be y. So the volume will be 2 pi. That's from where to where? The y values. From 0 to 3. From 0 to 3, y, 3y minus y squared dy. Yeah, this is just a matter of calculation. If we do the calculations, you will get 272 pi. I will leave the calculation for you. Now this function, I need to find the points of intersection. X equal to x over 1 plus x cubed. So I have what? X plus x to the power 4 equal to x. So I have what? X to the power 4 minus x equals 0. So I have x cubed minus 1 equals 0. So I have x equals 0 or x equal 1. These are the points of intersection. And yeah, I don't know how, but this one will be bigger than this one. Yeah, and it's about the, so I have a graph. This is y equal x. Now, and about the line x equal minus 1. This is my, and it will be now at x equal 1. This will be 2. This will be 1. X equal 1. I know they agree. It will be 1. And at x equal and at x in the first quadrant, at x equal 2, that will be bigger or that will be smaller. Yeah, at x equal, when they agree at 0 and at 1. They agree at 0 at x equal 1. They agree. It means they will touch. Now, between 0 and 1, take any value between 0 and 1, half, for example, it will be what? It will be 1 over 1 plus 1 over 8. For sure, this is greater than half in the other side. So this function will be above it. We'll do something like this. I don't care how. So for sure, h of x will be this minus x. This will be the line. And b of x will be x plus 1. This is minus 1. Okay, so this is my answer from 0 to 1. From 0, since they agree at 0 and 1. Between 0 and 1, for sure, this function is above this. Very clear. Using the shell method, solid obtained by doing this. I think I have 3 problems only, so let me do it quickly. This is the parabola, 4 and minus 1, 4 and minus 1, and at 0, it will do something like this. Who cares? Do something like this. X equals 0, which is the y-axis. I'm talking about this region. And about the line, y equal 2. This is the line, y equal 2. This is my axis of motion. Okay. So this is will be my line. This is will be my line. And what will be the point of intersection? I need to equate this with 0. So I have 4 minus y squared minus 2y minus 1 equals 0. So I have y squared plus 2y minus 3 equals 0. So I have y plus 3, y minus 1 equals 0. So this is 1 and this is minus 3. These are the values. And h of y will be what? The parabola, which is 4 minus y squared minus 2y minus 1, which is if I take minus, I have y plus 3 times y minus 1, like what we did here. And the p of y will be 1 minus y. That will be b of y, oh, 2. This is 2, sorry. This is 2. So it will be 2 minus y. 2 minus y. So what will be the volume? The volume will be 2 pi from minus 3 to 1, y values, minus 3 to 1. This with a minus sign, so let me make it y plus 3 times 1 minus y times 2 minus y dy, which is this one. Yeah, it's a matter of calculation. Okay. Now I have this parabola, which is what? I have minus x equal y squared minus 4y plus 4 minus 4, which is y minus 2 squared minus 4. So I have 4 minus x equal y minus 2 squared. That's not this. Okay. So what is this? Is the parabola 4 and 2. This is the axis. This is the x4, y is 2, 4 and 2. Okay, and it opens to the left. And at 0, it will pass through 0, 0. Okay, I have x equals 0, the x-axis is revolved about the x-axis. So I want everything in terms of y. So this will be my strip. So it will be h of y. I need x equal 4y minus y squared. So this is the function, 4y minus y squared. And from where to where? I want to check it. I need to check this point. This is 0, but I don't know this one is what. So if I do this, I have what? If x equals 0, 4. It's very clear this is 4. 0 to 4. Yeah, because make this equal to 0. So I have y equals 0, y equals 4. And p of y will be y. So the volume will be 2 pi from 0 to 4, y, 4y minus y squared dy. What is this one? This will be the last one. Solid. Let me graph the function. Y equals x squared plus 1. Y equals x squared plus 1. Y equals 0, which is the x-axis. The y-axis, x equal 1. X equal 1. So I'm talking about this region. About what? About the y-axis. About the y-axis. So I will do the line. This will be my line. So h of x, that will be x squared plus 1. V of x, that will be x. From where to where? From 0 to 1. So the volume will be 2 pi integral from 0 to 1, x times x squared plus 1 dx. Am I right? Yeah, the function x squared plus 1 minus 0, and that's the fixed equal x. So that will be 2 pi. This is x cubed, x to the power 4 over 4 plus x squared over 2 from 0 to 1. That will be 2 pi, 1 over 4 plus half, which is 3 over 4 times 2 pi. That will be 3 pi over 2, which is this one. That will be the end. Yeah, we'll stop the recording. Stop the recording. Thank you.